Alright, let's dive into this. Imagine being a cricket selector right now, trying to pick a team for Bangladesh, and suddenly Allan, the cricketing legend, drops a hot take that could split the fan base. That's exactly what's happening with the Hazlewood-Boland debate. And honestly, this isn't just about two bowlers. It's a window into how Australia approaches high-pressure selection dilemmas. Let me break it down. First off, why does Border's opinion even matter? Well, the guy's a former captain, a selector, and a straight talker. When he says something like, Hazlewood's just in front, it's not casual chatter, it's a statement. But here's the thing, Border's career was built on grit and consistency. He'd probably lean toward the experienced guy, right? That makes sense, but is that the right call for modern cricket? Personally, I think this highlights a bigger tension between valuing reliability versus adaptability. Hazlewood's record is stellar, but Boland's raw pace and recent Test success can't be ignored. So why do we default to the safe choice? Let's talk about the pitch. Bangladesh isn't exactly a paradise for seamers, but it's not the subcontinent's worst either. Hazlewood's swing and control are elite, but Boland's brute force could exploit any cracks. What many fans miss here is the psychological angle, sending a message to the opposition. A fiery Boland could shake up the Tigers' confidence early. But Border's call suggests Australia's playing it safe. Is that smart? Or are we clinging to nostalgia? Because here's the kicker, Border himself revolutionized Australian cricket by backing aggressive tactics. So why the conservative stance now? Now, zoom out. This debate isn't unique. Every sport faces this, NFL coaches hesitating to draft rookies, NBA teams overvaluing veterans. The fear of failure often trumps the thrill of innovation. But in a World Cup year, isn't this the time to experiment? Hazlewood's injury history is a red flag, and Boland's raw energy could be a wildcard. A detail I find fascinating is how fan reactions split. Older audiences nod along with Border, while younger fans scream for Boland's inclusion. It's a generational clash in cricket culture. And honestly, I'm here for it. Because this tension drives the sport forward. But let's get real, selectors aren't just picking a 11. They're managing egos, media narratives, and legacy stakes. Border's brutal call might be less about the bowlers and more about signaling stability in a chaotic cycle. What this really suggests is that Australia's hierarchy is prioritizing experience over upheaval, a strategy that could backfire if Boland's bench warming becomes a PR nightmare. And if you take a step back, this tiny selection debate mirrors Australia's broader cricket identity crisis. Are they still the ruthless conquerors of the 2000s, or a team learning to rebuild? So here's my closing thought, maybe the bigger question isn't Hazlewood or Boland, but when does innovation become necessity? Border's call is a snapshot of a system in flux. And as fans, we're not just watching a selection debate, we're witnessing a sport figuring out its future. What do you think? Should Australia stick with the known, or bet on the unknown? Drop your takes in the comments. Let's keep this conversation burning.